Oh, my glasses look dirty. Hi YouTube, you're on. We're just waiting for my other group to come on, my Facebook. You're on there. Okay, try not to keep looking over there to see. But I am Nette Falconer, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today I will have to add the correct picture later. And I saw someone do this with the different baubles, the one that come in this snowflake, I think it was. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to try and do that myself, a little bit different, a different colour. I just wanted, I've got so much scraps of this out of my pack left, I wanted to use them up. So I don't know if adhesive backed metallic, they might be retired, okay, but I'm using them because they look good. So I did some stamping out with this on my first card to try and look at different colours and whatever. I'm not stamping that today except on the front of the card and inside, and I have used Night of Navy and Cloud Cover. Now Cloud Cover I didn't buy the, just give me 1 second and I'll grab that. And I had everything here except that little, that one. So I just put it on an ink spot. You can get a packet of 5 ink spots because they said the Cloud Cover stamp wasn't as good. So I thought, well, I'm not going to get it, I'll just do that. And actually it stamps out quite nice. So, you know, that's a different opportunity to, sometimes you can get the cards just by the ink spots. So I thought I had them, here they are. They come in a pack of, I think it was 5 uninked stamping spots. So they are worth getting because if you get a colour you're not really going to use a lot of, you just get the ink bottle, and then with the ink bottle, the refill, it's got quite a lot of ink in it. And so you can just re-ink it and re-ink it, and you've got that for a while. I'll just pop that back out because knowing me, I'll drop it somewhere and put it everywhere. Anyway, let's get cracking. What do you reckon of that? See how it's floating under here? Now at the end today, I've been working on my husband's Christmas card because I've been a stamping demonstrator for, I think it's 4 years, maybe 5 years in end of November. And one of the stamp sets I started with was the, that's not even much, Peaceful Garden. I've got it over there. So at the end I'll show you the card I've made him because I like to make him a special card. And because that was my joining one, I've used that. So we're going to do this. I'll put this to the side. Alright, so I've also using, so I've got the Bauble Blue, Night of Navy. I've already cut my 2.5 for the flap. 2.5 by 6.5, I think it is. And that we put onto the envelope. Well, we might as well do it now, and then we get that out of the road. Although we're going to stamp it, but where is it? So let's get that. I like to get things out of the road, and then I know I'm not losing them. Okay, and straight up to the top and over. And how easy is that for a pretty card? Okay, I'm still going to stamp a bauble here, so we'll put it away for a minute. I've got some minis out here because I think some of these strips are really small. So in my pack, all I had was a lot of, see all these strips sitting down here in pieces, and I thought, what can I do with them? So here we are. Alright, now this is all the instructions are in the beginning of my introduction, so just look them up there for the instructions when you want to do them. So you're not going to be making it with me now, because otherwise you've got to push pause and wait. So I've used the dotted circles. Now the good thing about this, and I did it so because it's going to be long ways, I've done it so it's like a, you know, a moon, I suppose. So you can get 2 in at once and do 2 at once, so that was handy, which I did. Alright, now I also am using the dies, of course, this Emperor pack. I don't know where I've put the actual proper piece to it, but if you go up you'll see it on the site if you're really looking for it. Now I've got my trusty quilting pin clip here, because I lose the window sheets because I put them down and I can't see them. So and we're using the silver edged ribbon, which is it Night and Navy or Moonlight, but I like it. We're not using a lot, you can use whatever you want. So our normal card base doesn't change, so it's 8 1/4 by 11, and we're going to score it at 4 1/8, and that is a complete score. I cleaned my board again, got my methylated spirits out and cleaned it, and then it stunk. So anyway, we're doing it, and that's all there is about it. So I'm just trying to find out why my Nette's doesn't come up immediately. Remember, if you are watching a Nette's, you need to oh, we have got one comment. Oh, hi Carolyn. Oh, congratulations, how's your wee baby going? So if you're going to Nette's, log on to YouTube, because I can tell you now, half of my videos get removed after a few months, because obviously it just takes up room on their thing. When you're using the die cuts, please use extra glue. I wouldn't say that to everyone. We sent Caroline a lovely card. She got a new baby. My friend and I went and got some little presents for her new grandbaby. So I hope she liked my homemade card. I'm sure she did. So that's the easy bit to start. So now we'll put that aside. Well, inside is the stamping. We could probably do that now and show you how to do that. Get that over and done with. So we're going to use, see, I've even got more in there. We're going to use the bigger one with the circles, with the outside leaves on there. See, it all goes pink because of the ink. And then we're going to use the middle bit. The other one is a different, this one here is these little spots around there, and it might be that one. Yeah, it's not the one I want. I'm particular. I like what I like. Alright, so we've got those up, and of course we're doing the inside in this one. So we're going to start with a Night of Navy first, and we'll go from there. So the main one, as you can see, even though I've not gone over it because I don't want to cover the whole card, I just want to make sure. Which way am I going up? Is that the correct one? I'm just going to have another look. Yes, it is. I was looking for the bottom. Oh, that's the top. So I'll just give it a stamp, stamp, stamp. I'm going to put a little bit more. I must need to re-ink that, to be honest. And I'm going this way. And I was giving a little push because I didn't get my stamping mat, so I wouldn't have to push it. don't forget your Pierce Mat, because with these, all these Photopolmer, that you need to push them in to make it harder. Alright, now we're going to get our little block here with the cloud cover. And I've got my refill. If I need to put any more on it, I will. But I think I'm getting enough there. Alright. And again, so see the two circles? Down here is where the stick piece at the end here looks like a, what's those things in the ocean? That got stingray. Looks more like a stingray. So that's going to go in here and come down in that middle piece there. Okay, and there it is. So while we've got that out, let's get another little block and get our little bow. Where are you, Bobo? Here. And we put a little bow on the top of there. So that's our inside mat. Makes it go fast, doesn't it? The next piece will be a little bit slower, but then at least we've got all this done and doesn't hold you up. But don't forget to wait and see my husband's card. You'll really like it. Well, I hope you like it. Caroline, you should jump onto YouTube, because then you can chat at the same time. Alright, so that's in. That's done. So now I always like to, you know me, I like to be a bit fussy. Even though I've got that on the back, I like to have something on the front too. It's just the way I chime. And this one. Get those nice and up. They look really light grey. We tried them in, I did my class the other day and we did them in the light blue inside as well. I gave them a choice, but they all chose, or most of them chose this one, the cloud cover. I haven't done that in very well. I'm not gonna redo that, because it is what it is. I mustn't have held my nose the right way. And we'll put a little blue bow. And I think that's our stamping. How's that? Alright, let's get that out of the road. I think that makes it easier, because I don't like getting my fingers all stuck in everything. And if I get my stamping out. Oh, this is a card that's not a big one to make. And I've made, if you've gone back through my videos, I've made about 3 or 4 cards with this set. I love it. Just put those there. That out of the road. Okay, get that out of the road. That's there. And I need to just get something. I'm really sorry. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Might be 2. Sorry about that. I'm back. I'm sorry. Just had to find that paper and put it away. I stacked it up over there and I didn't see it. So sorry. So now we're going to use, now that we've got that out of the road, I'll put that away. We're going to start with this. Okay, now I've put the instructions, but basically you pick what you want in the stripes. You make them as big or as anything. So we have used this, which is the Peaceful Garden DSP. That's available now. So, and the Bauble blooms are available. And if you go on my shop, AnnetteFalconer.stampingup.net, and you will see them in there. So we're going to be using this, and let me see if I have got any. Sometimes I have a little bag here with some things cut out ready to go, and I don't. So I'm going to find some gold in a minute, and because we're going to, what did I do those in? I did them in the copper tone. We'll just get a bit of gold, okay? And we're going to do 2 of those. Did I do? I did do them in the copper. And this one, this is one of the new coppers. Isn't it lovely? It comes with the autumn toll. I don't know. T-O-I-L, I think it's called. So what we're going to do is we do cut 2 baubles out with this. So I'll do that, and then we'll cut those at the same time when we've finished. That's for another card I did yesterday. Right, here's our little mini, because we can do these in the mini. And I just dropped my tie. I'm having fun, aren't I? Okay, so that's down. Was there another mat that goes under there? Let me see. There is embossing, no. And I think that's all, it's just the white one here. I always double check because I'm likely to go through and have something else. So, you can't see the window sheet. It's there, and I'm going to have to cut it down to fit in here. So, I'm just going to cut it to that big. Keep that piece, because if you saw my card a couple of weeks ago, I used that floating butterflies, and I used the window sheet. So I'm just going to put that there so I'll know it's there. Okay, so we put that on there. And here. Alright. So I've got 2 of those to cut out. And I should have put one of the little things on at the same time. See that? Now that's scrap. I'm going to put that on with that so I can see it. And this one, if I turn it over, I've got a bit of stuff on that. Alright, that one. And what I'll do is I'll put one tag through there now with the copper. I think it's such a rich one. Alright, I'll put it down there. It's got to get 2 out. Now, I think that should fit 2 of them in. What I tend to do if I'm doing 2 things at once, if I pop that right under first, as long as I can cover the other one, that's it. My jiu-jitsu boy's home. 1 more exam tomorrow and they finished school. Well, he's only finished for about a week and then he goes back for starting up for year 12. And the other boy, he's finished because he's doing he'll go back to school next year and do the apprentice thing, but he doesn't go back to school for this week. Where's my bin gone? There it is. Alright, so we've got one of those and we need another one. Oh, that's good. And that's our second bauble. Alright. I'm just going to catch that in there. Every time I do this, I end up without. Alright, will this make a second one? Oh my goodness, there's a big R2 going on in there. Okay. It's good this one's only little. Hi guys, how are you? I didn't look up for a minute and didn't see people sitting there. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me. Subscribe, be my best friend. Alright, I'll put that over there. And now we have our two little tops of our Bauble. Right, not long now, we've just got to do the stripes, to be honest. So, I thought I had DSP cut out, ready, in a little container, because I normally have a plastic thing with everything sitting in it ready, but I didn't. So, guess what? You get the thrill of cutting out the scraps. So as you can see, I've got a few bits and pieces, so I can use that. I've got the blue, and then you've got on the back the greeny one. I've got that one, which I'd use. Oh, we've already got one of that. I'm sure there was more here. Now I used a bit of the star, so I'll just bring up my trimmer and cut a couple of, we only need the smallest amounts, guys. This is an easy card to do. So with the blue, oh, I dropped one down here. A white one. So with this, I only want to have a quarter of an inch, which might be more than I need. Right. I honestly am going to shoot this packet. I've opened it from the wrong end, and here comes some of my other strips there. So I'm just going to put it over there. Now I've got the light blue. We've got two there because that's enough to do two balls. We've got this. Now what's that one? No, I'll take that one. And I don't want that one. I want the little stars. Where's the little stars? I'm looking into my thing for the Paint DSP that has got the stars in it. And I'm not doing a very good job of looking, am I? Where are the stars? Okay, I can see the tiny little bit of scrap there. Two of them. You can see how much I've been using so much that we might just use those on the corner or on the end. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So most of them, I didn't write all these down. So the first one is only a quarter of an inch. The second one is 3/8. The next one is half. The next one is a quarter. And the last one is actually within an inch, but it gets cut down to fit. So because I've got that at an inch, I might make that one the inch. So if I cut that at 1 inch, and we'll start from the bottom and go up, I think. How's that? So we've got 1 inch first. Okay, from the bottom. Can you see that down there all right? Alright, so 1 inch, and then this one, oh, there's the stars, so that's the other side. So I want a plainer one for the next piece. So that one was a quarter of an inch. So line it up, gently put it down and go. So that's our quarter of an inch. I'm only making them cutting them just bigger, so we'll come back and thread them. I'm just showing you how if we line them up, I mean, you don't have to do them the same, I just like them. Okay, so this one would be there, and so that is about that big, and I want to get the flowers in it on this side as well, so just throw that there, and that's going there, so that's number 3. Just line up, and that's stars, which we've already done. Now we want this one, and we're going to get 2 out of that, so we just want a 1.5 inch, it might be even less in the end, 1.5, and then that's next, and then the next one we're going to be turning it over and just getting the plainer one, and we're just going to make that a very skinny one there. Okay, you can do whatever you like, this is just what I did. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll turn that over. What have we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we've got our cover. And I've still got scraps, I can make another one. Do you reckon you could do that? Okay, so I'm just going to bring them over. Now I am going to get my silicone mat, because this is sticky stuff, and because it's going on the what's it called again? On there, the window mat, the window sheets. Make sure you've got your nice, on the bottom of them, see how you can see there's a ridged edge, and then there's the flat. I like the ridged. I just think it looks pretty. Yeah, I'm just going to put that on there. You can make hundreds of these. You've got so many scraps. I wouldn't mind doing it in red too. So what I'm going to do is just the bottom little bit. Now I have, as I've said to you, I have put more than I need. So I'm just going to go across there. I might need to get out a new glue. Alright, I'm just going to put that down there, and we'll go back in a minute and fix those. So if you do it all at the same time, make sure that's down on the edge there so it's sort of cut properly. I've pulled that up too much. So it matches the corners there. Okay, see that there and there? Alright, so the next one is our grey one. I'm going to start from this way, so I don't want to have to lean over it. Okay. And our little stars. I'm just going to measure it up to about what's left over for the, so we don't have to worry about cutting gluey all the time. Give that a little bit of a break up there. Oh, to stay back down. Yes, don't put too much glue. As long as you've got your cut, you can go around the bottom. Now, actually I want to put that one in the middle of there, because I've got the grey. Looking good, do you like it? Anyone got a comment? You think it's any good? I think I'll definitely have more than I need, and that's going to be way too big. So, I know it's got glue on it. I'll wash my scissors in a minute. Just going to grab that. Oh, what a lucky break. And I'm going to put that one right up there. Alright. And That's got glue on it, so I'll put that right up there as well. That's out. We've got the strippy one. So just do that again. And come back the other way, not too much glue. And I think to get all of these in, my star's a little bit smaller than the other side. When I run my class, often I have to give them a new glue because they don't like doing the shake, shake, shake. And so I bring all the shake, shake, shake ones into my office, and I use them to make my cards. Okay, so put that away. While that's drying for a second, I'll put a couple of big blocks on it. Do you like this so far? I hope so. There's a few people on watching. I would like to know that you like it. So what I'm going to do while we're waiting for that is I'm going to just grab this blue ribbon. You can do this in any colour you want and any way you want. Don't, you know, use any cards. I think you have to match your card to your base. So I'm going to thread this through, and I'm just doing a knot. So I did this trick last time to hold the ribbon so you can tie it without ripping it, is I got a block, and I just put the block on top of the stamp, and then I could just pick up those. But I have put enough. Yeah, I'm going to have to pick it up because I've got big fingers. And trying to get them through that is not working as well. Alright, don't, careful not to mess that up too much. Turn it over a bit and then give it a bit of a tighten, and then you can just snip that. Better than that, I hope. Oh my goodness. This is that's so funny. Try and get it on a nice one. Now I'll have to shorten that one, I'm afraid. That's it. Alright, that was a lot of cutting, wasn't it? Well, there's a new catalogue coming out available soon for the January, and we've got a few of the products that we can get now, and so I did buy a few, so I won't be starting them till probably after Christmas. I've already got about 3 cards still that sometimes I get bored, and because my kids are teenagers, well, they're nearly 18, well, they're nearly 17, but you know, they don't want to do a lot with me. I often come in here on a Sunday after if we haven't got visitors or something and just have a little play, and all of a sudden I've designed another card for the next and the next. So on my bench behind me I have 2 more lots ready to go. So I didn't know whether I was going to do this as an easy one or a hard one, so tomorrow the people might be getting a harder one. Because normally I do my easy ones on a Wednesday, but there still is a bit of mucking about. So I do like it. Excuse me for a minute. Okay. Now they should be right. I haven't stuck to the ground. Aren't they pretty? Now, too many are the same colour that way. But what I do is cut them out this way. Cut them close to your window sheet, to your bauble shape. And as you can see, they're coming off and sticking to the other bit. Now, got to get my eyes on that one. And there's one. What do you reckon? I don't know, the other side's really pretty too, isn't it? Very flowery. What would you go, A or B? Front or back? just drop that. And here we go on this side. Oh. And around. Oh, excuse me. Right. Now I can't see very well where that ends, so I'm going to turn that to the back and get my eyes right on the prize, and I got it. And there's my two baubles. Oh, now I have to get it. That's sticky. Okay. I'm just going to get a wet one and wipe my fingers, guys. So this is a nice, easy card, to be honest. I should have done it tomorrow. I'll shock my girls tomorrow with a hard one. Now, what I've done is used, I brought them out. Where are they? The tiny little minis. Tiny, look at the tiny, tiny ones, babies. I use a lot of my other ones and I get right to the end of them and I cut these all up, but that's still not small enough for this project. So I will be using my minis. Now, are we going with this side or that side? That looks like a Japanese garden, doesn't it? Maybe we better stick with the ones I planned. Alright, so, but I will have to turn them over. The baubles to put the little glue dots. So right in the middle of them, oh, what have I done there? I've got two. Okay, I'm going to move that over a bit because it needs to be in front of the, where's that cloth? So, I hope you get some of these, because the baubles I've done, if you go back onto into Classy Creative, you will see this is my third one with these. I did the red one, and then I did a silver one, which I've just recently, one of the beautiful lady, Jill Lancet, I love her stamping, and she did a card of mine a few weeks ago, the Zigzag Tower card on hers, and I had some subscribers come from her site, which I'm very grateful, and I'd been complaining to my husband that I don't get enough subscribers, so unbeknownst to me, on the same day that Jill did this, he put a promotion on and I picked up like 50, 80 subscribers and I am absolutely in heaven. So if you're a new subscriber, you need to come and say hello, because I think that was really cool. And if Jill hadn't started that thought for me, we wouldn't have thought about that. So she, poor darling, is in hospital having her knees done, both at once, so it's going to be a hard journey for her. So I'm just taking all the backings off, which are really tiny and hard to get to. So, so if you're going to watch the replay, just go to the end as well and see my card for my husband. It is sort of a shaker, and I bought the shaker insides for something else, the tree, a little tree thing, and I put it together and I didn't like it, so I thought, what am I going to do with these shakers? I gave my husband a little bit of a leg up, I gave him mine. Alright, so I've got one this way. Yep. And I've got one, have I got all those ones off yet? No. Oh. And so I've used them on his card. Last year I did his card like the night before Christmas. I had so much on. Alright, now I've just done that a little over there. And I'll pick that up. Oh, I don't want to come off because they're all sticky. I'll sort that later. Now my little gold bits, my bauble holders. You know what I might do with them? Because it's on the bubbles, I might get a couple of these. Oh, it's raining again. We've had so much rain. I'm going to put 2 of those on there, not from the end, so they're bigger. So, and that'll lift up that the bauble as well, the top. Yeah, so we're preparing for all our Christmas stuff. We've got to put all my decorations up this week. Okay. Now that won't matter if it goes out of the card a bit. You can pull it down. It'll sit in. I wouldn't worry about it. But we've had so much rain. I planted my garden and I'm a bit scared because the rats came. So I put all chili down, and if we get too much more rain, the chili will get dried away and they might come back. I'm just going to move that over. And put that one on there. And isn't that lovely? So, last but not least, I did get some, I got this Emperor pack. You'll see it on there. What have I put on mine? Happy Christmas. I don't really, in Australia we say Merry Christmas, or don't really say Happy Christmas, but I'll pull them out and see if I can find. So there's only 2 of each sheet. There's a Happy Christmas, but that's not the one. I had a bigger one. I like 'Tis the Season. Isn't that beautiful? I'm going to go with that. But it's got all of these ones in it. And I love the 'Tis the Season. Oh, there's another Happy Christmas. But I like this one better, so I'm going to change my mind. So you get 2 of each. And they've all got, look at this. There's some Merry Christmases there too. But I think I'm going to stick with 'Tis the Season. I like that. Now, if I'm right, no, I thought the packet might have had the name on it. I don't want to lose them all. They'll all fall out. But you'll see them if you have a look for Pierce Mat. I can't even say it. Emperor pack. Alright, I'm going to put that gently over there because I don't want to lose it. And see, I do have another Happy Christmas. So what do you reckon? I do like the 'Tis the Season. Does anyone want same Happy Christmas or 'Tis the Season? No one wants to make a decision? Then I'm going to do 'Tis the Season because that is one of my favourites, and I definitely will put that up on some dimensionals, even though it is the cards lifted already. You can, if you're going to post this, make sure you put something across the top so it doesn't run things off it. But I give all these lovely ones away. I'm going to get our set for Scotland. Got about 10 cards to Scotland, so I said to one of his cousins, I know it sounds tight, but can I just post you a pack with them, which will cost me about $7 instead of $3.50 each card. So, and then she'll just give it to the family when they're over there, and then I can put these really nice ones in and don't worry about them getting wrecked. So, 'Tis the Season. Isn't that lovely? And then you can put whatever you want inside. And you now have 2, well, I have 2 beautiful cards. So I really hope you enjoyed that one. and you check out my other ones. Now let me show you my husband's. I have used old stamp sets. So this was, as I said, this is the one when I joined. Not that one. Oh, where have I put it? Peaceful Cabin, that's the dies. And I used Merry Christmas from there, and I didn't use that. And have I hidden my card when I was going to show you? What have I done with it? Oh my giddy aunt. It's not there. It's not there. Here it is. So, right. There's that. I put it my thing. So that is the stamp set I started with when I started Stampin' Up. And so every year I will do one with that. So this one, we've used the half circle. I've used the, you know how you get your daubers? I've used all my daubers, not all those daubers, but I've used colours from there. And this, I'm not doing it as a live because I don't think you'd want to make it. It's quite thick. See, it's got the tape inside and got the frosting in there. What do you reckon about that one? So that's his, but this is retired stuck. So I cut that out with a circle, and then I did my cabin inside, and I put the thick, these foam adhesive strips, and I put them all around the side, and then I put a window sheet over, and then I put that. So it is actually thick. This would not go in the mail, I can tell you that now, but that's for my husband. Can't tell him though. And where did I put the little Merry Christmas from there. So these are all retired, but I have to make one out of that each time I do it because it's just one of my favourite stamp sets, and I'll never get rid of it. I don't know. It will. And Spotlight of Nature is the circle die that I used because you don't see the pattern and you're only cutting half of it out. So there's a little trick for a special card, and look at that, it just stands up like that. See how thick because of those strips, but I think it's lovely. He'll love it. Likes a good card. Okay, so I will see you tomorrow for Wednesday's easy card, which actually might be a little harder than an easy one, but it is going to be a special one. And again, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your time, and see you next time. Bye. And